2024 for Pegasus and many people in the industry was a down year. I think this year, 2025, I think first and foremost, I think people are optimistic. The election's over. People seem to be ready to move on and really look look forward at what's going to happen in the market. We did see some indicators recently that show that the domestic market's picking up. Your obvious concerns and your unknowns are we've had disruption since COVID. There's been ups and downs across the market. The longshoremen could potentially cause some disruption on the East Coast. We'll know by January 15th, but by January 15th, we'll know what we know, right? Obviously, we're hopeful interest rates will start dropping. You've seen the Fed do that. That'll typically spur spending. Overall, I think that we'll continue to probably see some sort of disruption in the markets based on whatever actions occur, whether that's politically, economically, or geopolitically. On the technology side specifically, really when you look at the conflict going on with the unions and the ports, right? The big real underlying issue is technology. We have the weakest port infrastructure in really the world. When you look at us from a statistical standpoint, we're in the hundreds in terms of top ocean ports for efficiency. That's primarily due to lack of automation. Whatever the outcome there, that's between the unions and the ports. For us, we look at what worked yesterday isn't going to work tomorrow. And so we're continuing to invest in all areas of the business. I'm rolling out a new domestic TMS this year. We're implementing bots across the enterprise that are going to help drive efficiencies. And ultimately what we want to do there is we want to take the manual work away from the people so the people can manage the exceptions and manage the stakeholders, which typically leads to a greater client experience. So it gives the company efficiencies, but allows us to focus on what matters, which is our stakeholders, our people, our clients, our network partners, et cetera. We're even making investments in the ESG areas. We've hired a VP of sustainability. We brought on some software programs that'll help manage our network and how we can share that with our customers, and more importantly, work with our clients together to drive a more sustainable supply chain environment. I've been at Pegasus over 20 years. I've been in the market for 30 years. What worked, again, yesterday is kind of fun. You know it, you like it. Adaptability is going to be king. So there's some that'll make the journey and then some that won't. And what we've got to have is folks that know that a forward-thinking mindset is the wave of the future. And that's not only innovation from a technology standpoint, it's how we speak to our partners, how we do business, a variety of different things. But if people aren't adaptable, I think we're all in a bit of trouble, particularly in the supply chain environment that you've seen really the last, ever since COVID. A lot of disruption and a lot of shifts that have helped push companies such as Pegasus and others into an innovative mindset of how can we do it differently and how can we prepare for those challenges of the future. Ultimately, it's maintaining an open mind. Think, what are you doing today? What could you do tomorrow? What would your ideal state be? And be collaborative with your partners and your, not only your logistics partners, your technology providers, your internal stakeholders, operations, procurement. Is like, how can we do it better and provide that stable environment that we all want, that allows us to understand our budgets, allows us to go to market in a timely manner, allows us to provide that unique experience for our clients, whether it's Pegasus or our clients' clients. The logistics industry naturally has its ebbs and flows, but we continue to invest in the right people, the right technology, and really are continuing to evolve our transportation network with a mix of controlled assets and non-assets to really make sure that we are the most agile player in the market, competitive, but yet really bringing innovative ideas to the marketplace. What we've done at Pegasus is really looked at systems, people, network offerings, and making sure that we are providing that agile environment, competitive environment, and maintaining that superior client experience. So if you just shift over to the technology side, we're improving our systems, whether that's our WMS, our TMS, even marketing engines, sustainability tools. You shift over to the network, whether it's here in the US or whether it's globally, we're partnering with ocean carriers, but yet we're maintaining partnerships with strategic partners overseas to maintain that flexibility, but at the same time have some stability. Domestically, kind of a similar thing. We've built our own internal line haul network, but at the same time aren't pigeonholing ourselves to only utilize our network options to maintain that flexibility, but at the same time it protects us from some of those tailwinds and challenges in the marketplace today. I think as we head into 2025, we can look back at 24 and say, challenging year for the logistics industry. Not only from a growth standpoint, but from the disruptions have still been there, from the short period of East Coast strikes to disruption in the Red Sea to a variety of other things that continue to really pop up on any given month or quarter in the marketplace. I think as we head into 2025, the challenges may remain the same. A lot of those are still up in the air. You know, the big one I think that people are looking at now in the current state is what's the election results going to do to the overall economy of the United States and the globe? And then secondly, you know, are tariffs going to be implemented and how does that cause shifts in supply chain? So you've seen the China tariffs of the past, they've still been there. People started shifting to Southeast Asia. You saw movement into Mexico. So what is going to happen if we do implement some new trade policies? The good is at Pegasus, we're investing in Mexico. We're investing in systems of sustainability, which is another big initiative for a lot of our really high-tech, larger clients in the marketplace. You know, we've gotten serious versus talking about it. We've recently hired a VP of sustainability, and we believe that as we continue to evolve, our customers are going to get more and more engaged, and we're going to help, you know, be a better steward of the environment and a better partner for our clients and network partners out there today.